not to bring you back, but to return the peace I lack. You left me on a quiet night, no words, no fight, just fading light. I searched the why, I begged the sky, but silence held the only reply. And I could hate you, hold that flame, but it would only burn my name. So I bless the one who broke me, not because it felt alright, but because I won't let bitterness be the pillow where I cry. I release you to the mercy of a God who knows it all, and I stand with open hands now. No more chains, no more wall. I bless the one who broke me.
You taught me loss, you taught me ache, but now I see the soul you wake. I learned to kneel, I learned to pray through every tear you threw away. And in the fire I saw his face, not your apology, but grace. So I bless the one who broke me. I sing for what you couldn't be, not for your return but mine, to a heart that now walks free. May peace find you where you run, may healing wrap your years. I won't curse what hurt me once, it carved my song through tears. Yes, I bless the one. This isn't weakness, this is war. To love again when love's no more. This is me walking to the light, forgiving you to find my fight.
So I bless the one who broke me, for showing me what faith can be, to still believe when hearts betray, to love like Christ in pain's own way. You left a scar and made me sing, you cracked the jar and light got in. So bless you now and bless me too. I found the cross because of you.
I bless the one. I bless the one
Who broke me? She never preached, but lived her truth, with hands worn thin and eyes of proof. She lit a candle every night, whispered my name into the light. Though I was lost, too far to see, she knelt down low and prayed for me. She prayed me home through darkest days, when I was blind and gone astray. She gave me faith when mine was gone. Her voice became my spirit song. And though she's now in heaven's dome, I stand right here, 'cause she prayed me home.
I used to run from holy things, but she would love through everything. A gentle strength, a steady hand, a love I now can understand.
She prayed me home through storms and fire. Her quiet love, my soul's choir. Each tear she wept, a sacred thread that tied my heart when I was dead. Now she's the star, my path is shown, and I still rise.
'Cause she prayed me home.
Mama, I hear you in the rain. Your face still flows inside my veins. I walk the path you walked alone,
But never lost. You prayed me home.
she prayed me home with every breath.
Every breath,
Even through fear, even through death,
even through
she
death.
gave me life I couldn't see. And now I live so faithfully. Though heaven's gate she stepped beyond, her love lives on.
She prayed me home.
She prayed me home. She prayed me home. The town is still, the lights are low. I walk where only angels go. The choir sings in distant halls, but I kneel quiet where shadows fall. And in this hush I lift my eyes to where you watched him breathe and cry. Mary, light my way tonight. With mother hands and star-born light, you carried love into the world and held the weight of all our hurt. I'm far from faith, but not from need. So hold me too when my soul bleeds. You knew the ache of letting go, the hush before the Bethlehem glow, the silent yes that shaped the sky, the tears you hid when you asked why. Mary, light my way tonight, not to answers but what is right. You didn't preach, you simply stayed. You didn't fight, you softly prayed. If I'm too lost to even see, then shine the hope that once found me.
They call you blessed, but I call you near. The mother of peace, the breaker of fear. If you gave the world its holy lamb, then guide this sun to where I am.
Mary, light my way tonight as I lay down my worn out fight. I don't need signs, I don't need gold, just arms that hold like yours of old. So if you hear this wanderer pray, Mary, light my way tonight. No lights on, just the red light and your name in the dark. I don't have fancy words today, no choir, no perfect key to play. I just came back with hands half closed, still holding things I should have let go. But I stayed in the silence where your voice is loudest still. I didn't shout, I didn't run, just breathe until I felt you come. If all I have is broken trust, then let me fall into your hush. They said you're gone, I almost agreed, but pain speaks louder than the creeds. And when I hit the lowest floor, I felt you kneel beside me more. So I stayed in the silence, didn't fake, didn't perform, just let the truth untangle me beneath the ache and memory. If I'm not whole, if I'm still dust, you love me still.
Just hearts that break and hands like mine. And if my faith is paper thin, you light it softly from within.
So I'll stay in the silence, not to hide but to be found, where angels cry and hearts unmake, where you still meet me, still remake. If I forget, if I combust, remind me, Lord. You stayed for us. And so I stay here in the silence. I heard the news, another town fell silent as the smoke came down. A child was born beneath a stair, no cradle there, no lullaby air. mother weeps with blood-stained hands, while holding hope no one understands. Bethlehem in a war zone, where do we lay the Prince of Peace? When bombs are falling like silent stones, and every carol sings of grief. If heaven still sends stars tonight, then let them guide us back to right. Bethlehem in a war zone. I think of her, the virgin brave. Would they have let her past the gate? Would drones have circled overhead? Would angels sing or flee instead? Bethlehem in a war zone, where do we hide the holy child? When mothers scream and fathers crawl, and hope is smothered, fear is wild. If Mary walked these streets today, would we still look the other way? Bethlehem in a war zone.
Blessed God,
But who protects the child bearers?
God still comes through flesh and bones.
Let him be born where war has grown. Bethlehem in a war zone. Let light invade our deepest dark. Let manger rise from blood and stone. Let mercy move the hardest heart. This Christmas cry, this silent mourn, still births the King in a war zone. Peace on earth, still possible. Another dawn, I chased the shadows, ran with the world and lost my soul. The screens were bright, but my heart hollow. I never stopped to hear you call. The sun kept rising through stained windows, but I stayed buried in empty noise. I thought I'd pray again tomorrow, but tomorrow it lost its voice. And I asked myself in trembling quiet, Lord, were you waiting there alone? For every step I walked without you was one more grace I should have known. Are you there, red, or my dear light? I thought I had Now I fall on broken knees and I whisper, Lord, I'm here. I heard your name in winter breeze, in candle flames on Christmas nights. But Babylon kept pulling harder, and I grew blind to gentle signs. The road was paved with my intention, but I still lost the narrow way. The sweetest moments turned to ashes when I kept choosing fear each day. And I asked myself with trembling quiet, Lord, did I leave you in the cold? But even then your hands were open, though my footsteps ran from home. Are you there already, my dear light? I thought I had miles left to run, but your mercy stood beside me long before my wandering was done. Are you there already, my dear light? Through every silent wasted year, now I fall on broken knees and I whisper, Lord, I'm here. You never left me, I was the one fading, but even in my darkness, your star kept waiting. Are you there already, my dear light? You held my name through every night. Now I return with trembling heart, and you whisper back, welcome home, my child.
Highway 49, no lights, just me and what I didn't say. I watch the moon paint your name on motel windows and highway signs. Your scarf still in the glove box, your laugh still in my spine. We buried you at noon, I drove till night. Now it's just radio static and prayer that you still hear me right. 2 a.m. and the road won't end, I'm driving through ghost not bends. Your song plays low, I don't press skip. I ride this grief like sinking ships. If faith is real, if love won't bend, then maybe I'll see you around the bend. Every rest stop smells like you. Every coffee cup feels like truth. They asked me to speak, but I just stood. I never knew silence could sound this good. The stars don't talk, but they repeat every I love you you gave to me. 2 a.m. and the road won't lie. Every yellow line a lullaby. I didn't cry, just grip the wheel, 'cause your goodbye by still feels unreal. If God is close and grace descends, He's somewhere past this highway bend.
Roll the windows down, let the night in. She's everywhere, in every wind. I don't need signs, I need to feel that love like hers was always real.
2 a.m. and the road is wide, but you still sit here by my side. No longer breath, but always near. Your spirit sings inside my ear. So I drive slow, I don't pretend. You loved me once, without an end. Highway 49, still running, but I'm not lost. I'm just remembering.
I heard a knock that winter night, too soft to stir my firelight. I peeked outside, saw dusty feet, a young man worn, a girl beat sweet. She held her belly round and tight, and in her eyes the stars took flight. I closed my door that night, said no more room, then dimmed the light. I feared the cold, I feared the cost, so I stayed safe in heaven lost. Now years have passed and still I write. I closed my door that night. They walked away without a cry. No curse, no plea, no asking why. But in her gaze I saw the flame of something holy, nameless name. I closed my door that night and missed the birth of world's true light. The king was born beyond my wall, while I stood warm and let him fall. I wish I'd said just one more night, but I closed my door that night.
Some chances don't come back again. Some stars pass once beyond our ken. I was a man who stayed inside and missed the God I crucified.
So if they knock again this year with tired feet and hope unclear, I'll open wide, I'll make a space for dust and glory, faith and grace. And if she weeps beneath the light, I won't close
my door this night. I closed it once, but not tonight.
She saw the mess I made of me, still held my hand so tenderly. I broke my word, I broke my vow, but she believed in me somehow. She lit a fire when I felt cold and gave me grace I'd never known. She loved me like the Lord would do, forgave my past, pulled me through. When I had nothing left to give, she showed me how to truly live. I pushed her heart, she understood. She loved me like the Lord would. She prayed at night when I was gone, stayed on her knees till break of dawn. While I was lost in selfish pride, she held on with the strength of Christ. She loved me like the Lord would dare, to hold me close when no one cared. I gave her pain, she gave me peace. Her love became my soul's release. I was a storm, she was the wood. She loved me like the Lord would.
And I still hear her sing to me a mercy tune in harmony.
I broke her heart,
Broke her, but
she stood strong, like love that lasts a whole life long. She loved me like the Lord above, with open arms and endless love. Though she's gone, her light remains in every prayer that soothes my pain. I lost her once, but now I should live loving like the Lord would. She loved me,
she loved me good.
she loved me good. and gold, but mine had just turned dim and cold. They sang of joy, of silent night, but my hands trembled in candlelight. The pew was hard, the air was still, and nothing played could ever fill. Then I looked up and saw her face, not glowing bright, but full of grace. She held him like I hold my grief, not with denial, but belief, that in the breaking love was born, that through the ache a world was torn. She didn't smile, she didn't speak, she just held him like I hold grief. The lights outside could blind my pain, but man just watched through window pane. No halo glowed, no angels cried, just quiet strength with nothing to hide. She held him like I hold my grief, wrapped in silence, slow relief. No need for words, just soul and skin, a cradle made of everything within. And in that glance I found belief that even God once wept in grief.
She knew the end before the start, still gave the world her mother heart. And if she broke to bless my pain, redeemed in her, yes.
She held him like I hold my grief, tight and sure, but with belief. And when I crumble in the pew, I know she's holding sorrow too. So if I break, if I'm beneath, she'll sit beside and hold my grief. I saw your eyes just once or twice, still I feel you every night. You were so small, but filled the air with silent grace and answered prayer. Though you were gone before you grew,
my heart still sings a song for you. Little wings in heaven fly so high, rest beneath the holy sky. Though you slip from arms below, you're held in light that angels know. And every tear I cry tonight turns to stars that hold you tight. I kept the blanket, kept your name, and whispered both through joy and pain. I feel you laugh within the breeze. Your spirit dances through the trees. Little wings in heaven, soft and free. You live where love will always be. And though this world feels cold and wide, I walk with heaven at my side. Your tiny life, though far too brief, left footprints carved in quiet belief. Hush now, sleep in endless light. Sing with saints through sacred night. I'll hold you when this life is through. My child, I'll always wait for you. Little wings in heaven, bright and pure. In God's own hands you are secure. I send my love through every prayer, and know one day I'll meet you there. You flew ahead, but love stayed here. She didn't leave 'cause she stopped caring. She left so I could find me there. I kept my demons close at hand, built a wall she couldn't stand. She waited long, but grace gets thin when pain keeps breaking love within. She let me go to save me, not to hurt, not to shame me. She walked away but prayed me home, taught me love needs a healed soul. I didn't lose her easily, she let me go to set me free. She said you can't pour from a glass half broke, you gotta breathe before you choke. I thought it meant she found someone, but truth was kinder than the sun. let me go. To save me, love me too deep to fake it daily. And in her leaving I found grace. In shattered glass I saw his face. One day I'll say if she should see, you let me go. And that saved me. You let me go to give me back to me. I knelt for her, not for me. For the first time I felt free. She was a light I couldn't hold, too wild, too bright, too brave, too bold. And I had scars she couldn't heal, so I prayed, not begged, I kneeled. I left her in God's hands that night, not out of fear, but deep inside. She wasn't mine to cage or claim. She was a flame not meant for shame. And though I loved her more than plans, I left her in God's hands. Didn't ask to make her stay. I only asked she find her way, that angels watch her every mile, that peace would kiss her morning smile. I left her in God's hands that night, to walk in grace, to bathe in light. I laid her name before his throne and walked away, though all alone. No bitter words, no chains or strands, just love in God's own hands. Her in God's hands that night, and now I sleep with heart made right. I still recall her final glance, a silent gift, a second chance, where love and faith walk side by side. I gave her up, but never died. She's still there in God's hands.
It's been 3 years since I walked away, but tonight I came back, couldn't stay away. Your porch lights on, the snow lay soft, the silence here could wake across. I see the window where you cried, the door I slammed, the love I lied. I'm not here to beg or speak too loud, just to stand and make my vow. I didn't knock, but I was there with every ounce of failed repair. You may not want, you may not care, but this is where I said the prayer. Forgive the man who ran from truth, who let pride take the best of youth. I didn't knock, but I was there. I saw your tree, the lights inside, a child's laugh, a new man's pride. You've moved on, and that's okay. I came to kneel, not take away. This isn't guilt, this isn't shame, it's just a name I had to claim. I didn't knock, but I was there with frozen breath and whispered prayer for all the nights you felt alone, while I just drank and missed your tone. I saw your grace from far and knew the man you needed never grew. I didn't knock, but I was there.
You don't owe me peace, but I owe you mine. And if you hear this song, just know I tried this time. You don't owe me peace, but I owe you mine. And if you hear this song, just know I tried this
I didn't knock, but I was there. You didn't know, but I still cared. I left a note. The wind may steal, but it holds more truth than I could feel. So may your life be full and fair. I didn't knock, but I was there, still there, still praying. He didn't come on chariots wide. He came where dirty hay could hide. No palace bed, no golden crown, just crying breath and tattered gown. The world said no, the night said wait, but still he came, not full of hate. And if he knelt where pain was real, then I can kneel and start to heal. If love came low,
I can rise
through silent prayers and tear-wet eyes. He wore no sword, just mother's arms, but broke the dark with holy charms. If love came low, not dressed in pride, then grace will meet me where I hide. I felt too small, too flawed to try. I've let my shame become my sky. But then I hear the cradle cry, and know my soul's not passed him by. If he chose dust to start his reign, then I can bloom from buried pain. If love came low, I can rise. If love came low, I can rise. He found the dirt and called it clean. He kissed the wounds we thought unseen. If love came low, then so can I. To rise again beneath his sky.
Not by strength, not by fight, but by love born in the night. If heaven knelt, then so must I. And in that bow, I rise and fly.
If love came low,
I can rise.
if love came low,
I can
rise. If love came low, I can rise.
I can rise.
Let the manger be my sign that if love came low, I can rise. I can rise. I can rise.